So I recently read an article that nurse burnout amongst American nurses is at an all-time high, and I know all about it. So I'm a second career nurse. So my first career was human resources, and I decided to become a nurse after being a caregiver. And it's been the most amazing experience. And I've gotten the opportunity to travel as far northeast as Vermont in the mountains, as well as far west into Hawaii in the islands of Hilo. But as a nurse, things have changed a lot since I got started my career almost 8 years ago. And one of the reasons why so nursing has changed a lot since I got started 8 years ago. There are higher ratios, more demands, longer hours, more charting, more time away from my family, less opportunities for growth beyond the floor. And it's just been frustrating. So one of the things that I did that you might be interested in knowing is I took the leap of faith. Me and a travel nurse decided to say, hey, instead of being on the other side of agency or healthcare staffing where we're the workers or employees as they call us, I decided to become an employer. And I did that by starting my own healthcare staffing agency. So you might wonder, what makes me an expert in the industry? Well, I've only had 10 years of experience in human resources and almost 10 years as a nurse. And you know what else makes me an expert? I have the passion, I have the drive, and I have the commitment to make an impact on healthcare staffing and the healthcare industry as a whole. What would amaze a lot of people is that healthcare staffing isn't run by majority healthcare providers, but we represent close to 99% of the people in the industry doing the work. So people ask me time and time again, how did I get started? You know, was I scared? How was I able to get my first real contract? And then finally, do you make any money being a healthcare staffing agency owner? And I'm going to say yes to all those questions. So yes, I got started quickly. The process hasn't been easy, and the road has definitely been more than bumpy. But when I think about the end of the day, when I'm able to have the freedom and flexibility to work from anywhere, where I'm able to help and support fellow nurses and healthcare professionals in growing their career, whether it's through traveling or working locally and getting fair rates and transparent information, when I'm able to write my own check in this billion-dollar industry and be able to do as much or as little work as I desire to do to grow my agency. And then finally, one of the things that have helped me the most is when I've been able to help other people who were in my place 3 years ago to do it as well. When I'm able to help, empower, educate, inform them, not only within our community, the NOSA group, but also outside of that to make that same leap as well. Many times when people, much like myself or you, think about starting a business, the whys come in. Why would I do that? Why is it taking so long? Why do I have to go through this process to get an answer about something so simple? But the great thing about being a business owner or a small business owner is that once you take the first step, you'll be able to take more steps. And some of those steps might be bumpy, some of those steps might be great, and some of them might not be so great. But once you get going, you're going to keep going. You're going to keep running the race that you started. So if you're interested in finding out more information about what it is that I do here at the NOSA Group and our course that we're offering, how to start your healthcare staffing agency from the inside out, feel free to DM me or message me on Instagram at the NOSA Group at THENOSAGRP or on Facebook at THENOSAGRP, as well as feel free to join our free informational networking collaborating community on Facebook as well in our Facebook group, the NOSA Group.